everybody. This is take about 5,000 or 6,000. No, this is you, Facebook friends. This is the marinade prep side for my recipe, Tennessee Wind Tacos. What I have done is I have taken a pound and a half of chicken breasts and sliced them up very, very thin. You can do more pork. I'm using this currently away in the middle of dental surgery. Everything's cool, just making it easier for me. But the ultimate recipe will actually probably be shredded meat of some sort. Anyways, the reason why we're calling this Tennessee Wind Tacos is because it is from one of my great friends right now in the entire world, Mr. Ryan Altward from Fishers, Indiana. Is a professional singer, minister out there, great guy. Well, on his first solo CD release, Songs for the Soul, one of the songs on there is Tennessee Wind. And I'll be playing it and telling you more about the song when I do the cooking part and telling you why the various parts. And I'll be playing the song for you, our Facebook friends, because pretty much you guys are going to be the ones watching this for the first time. Critiques, tell us how it goes. But anyways, let me tell you a little bit about marinating. Marinating softens up the meat. And if you are vegetarian, you could actually do this with tofu. I've not actually worked with that product, but I'm not afraid to. So give me some time. This is our first one that we're doing. So anyways, basically marinades work by loosening up the fibers, allowing seasonings and flavorings to infuse with the meat itself. Now, obviously, it's a lot easier to tenderize and infuse flavor into thinner pieces. Obviously, with us doing tacos, we're actually going to be doing a soft taco with this, which is going to be really, really cool. So anyways, what I'm going to do is you need an acid, it's a mild acid, which vinegar, you can use different types of vinegar. I personally prefer apple cider. Nice little taste. And also you need a oil to go with it. Basically, what I'm going to be using for this is, it's McCormick's apple, and unfortunately I don't have any apples to put in here, or I don't even have any applesauce, but don't worry. But anyways, so what we're going to do is, when you make a marinade, never ever use metal when you're setting your marinades. Most marinades soak a minimum of 20 minutes, but a lot you want soaked at least overnight in the refrigerator, preferably in a sealed container. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix everything up. In here, my dry ingredients, my wet ingredients. Always use plastic or glass when doing a marinade, because vinegar is a mild acid, and if you do a marinade, even in any type of metal, even aluminum, it will actually can affect the taste of the marinade. So always just use plastic or glass. And what I'm going to be doing actually is, when I put the meat, I'm going to be using a Ziploc bag, big one, because these guarantee seals. This is a 1 gallon bag, probably a little bit bigger than what I need, but better safe than sorry. And always use Ziploc. Don't use the cheapies. You don't want this stuff to be a mess. So, anyways, let's get to the wet ingredients. What we are going to do here, my favorite bowl, obviously. Let me grab my whisk, which I need to clean second. You can sit here and you can just keep talking with me. I made my beautiful bride, who is holding my camera for me at the moment. So, just a little bit of spinach and tomato type. What else did I throw in there? Oh, some mushrooms. So that is for another recipe. So anyway, basically this. Yep. Normally I'd wash all this in my dishwasher, or obviously a good. So you can just fresh in a second here. Obviously, just want to clean this off. Obviously, hot water, mind you. Anyway, Thank you for your patience. Make sure that you're staying with me. I know you're with me. You guys love me. You know, you're our Facebook friends. You love us. You know. So anyways, got my wisp here. So what I'm going to do is pretty much when it comes to doing marinades, if you don't know really what you're doing until I get an official recipe out for you, always get a pack, follow the instructions, unless you're me. And, you know, like Mythbuster says, leave it to the professionals. It's safer that way. So, anyways, basically I'm going to take my dry pack of ingredients here. Just again, Grill Mates by McCormick. Great stuff. Our friends. Use McCormick's if you're going to do stuff like this. They're the best quality stuff. Just to tell, get off of here. This is our youngest daughter, Starbuck. She likes to jump up. Get down. I love you. She was the one that made some messes earlier, knocking off my beautiful Marty's water. Trust me, this is a reason why we're on 3 or more. She was able to get up here, so I have to sit. Back injury, no worries. But got a couple of quarters in the shots. Not here nor there, but anyways. So, threw my dry ingredients in here, boom. Yeah, not that hard to do. Now, I have my extra virgin. Will always use this when it comes to marinades and cooking. Unless directions say otherwise. Cooking oil, it's very cheap. You know, this is, you know, it's just great value. Not expensive. Go with this stuff. Great stuff. I'll do more videos about this and the other ingredients I use later. That way you're informed, because if you're, you know, if I teach you something and you've learned something, then you can teach somebody else. So anyways, here goes our olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, mind you, but anyways, you know what I mean. Now, again, our catalyst, sort of our acid agent, apple cider vinegar. Obviously, you can see the proportions are a lot lower because you simply do not want a whole lot of that in there. You know, so now what I'm also going to do is we're just going to give this just a quick whisk, just this. That way, I can tell I may need to add a little bit of water or whatnot, you know, pretty much. And I have to sit because I don't trust my youngest daughter. Hold on. Let me put that back there, Starbucks. Part of cooking with Chef David G. And that is what I'm going to be going by Facebook friends and new Facebook friends that may see this and be like, hey, I gotta check this guy out. So, as you can clearly see, my chickie will zoom in. That's not a whole lot of marinade for this meat. So, but what I'm also going to do is, this is just a blend of other seasonings. This is a bone sucking sauce, smoked rub grill. You don't have to use this brand. It's what I've got handy. I'm going to throw a little extra of this in there just to sort of help. And again, I'm Chef David G, so I know what I'm doing here. So, anyways, so again, I'm going to throw that in there. Now, as with a lot of Southern cooking, I'm not really Southern, I'm all over. But with me, with this recipe with Tennessee, obviously, I want to throw a little bit of light brown sugar in there. It's going to make a little bit of sweetness to it. And so, just a light sprinkle. This is just a sprinkling. Like I said. And, so, I can always add more during the cooking process. Now, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to sit and spin this all together. Make sure, when you're doing a marinade like this, you've got to make sure all of your dry ingredients are blended in with the wet, because in caking anything in there, it's just going to make not for a great marinade, because the oil and the vinegar will activate the ingredients that are in this. And really, it's just some simple seasonings in here. Just sort of a quick little review. And I know this looks a little corny, but you know, like some salt. That's a little bit of like onion powder, garlic powder. Personally, I'm going to work on getting my own blend for you guys. So now, what I'm going to end up doing is we have our back here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take our chicken, which I'm going to set that right here. So what I did is cut it very, very thin. That way the marinade can infuse, and my hands are already clean. So I'm using these little grabber tongs. That way I can, you know, you never ever want to cross-contaminate anything. When in doubt, always wash your hands. But, you know, never ever dare, you know, raw food, you know, fruits. When in doubt between touching anything, always wash your hands. You cannot go wrong by keeping your hands clean. But obviously this is raw meat. For those of you who don't know, raw meat can have, like, you know, chicken can have salmonella. Just basically, and you're like, well, what about the marinade? Well, when we go to cook the marinade, we'll tell you more about that later. When I'm cooking with my marinade, I actually cook most of my stuff actually in the marinade. A lot of things say toss out the excess marinade, cook your meats. I disagree. I've been making, you know, marinades and whatnot for my beautiful, you know, camera S there, my camera person, my camera wifey. Yeah, camera wifey. There, you know, obviously, you know, my beautiful Marty, our camera, you know, our Facebook family and friend. So, give me just another second, just wanting to make sure I get all of this and do not do any cross-contamination whatsoever. And so, you guys are great by sitting here watching this, you know, and I just want to make sure that I show you all each and every step of the process. Because let's face it, I'm wanting one day for you all to say, hey, we want you to go on, you know, some cooking show or whatever. Personally, I don't want to win. I don't want to have to go to a contest. What's up? Awesome. So, the meat is in there. I'm going to move this over to here, everybody, where opening in the house is, and again, I'm washing my hands. Even though I've only touched the outskirts of the board, still, just do not want to take any chances. And, you know, so, I'm going to dry my hands here. And so, now, what I'm going to do, Starbuck, you little monster. Obviously, I can't get down. Move your, hey. Our youngest, everybody. Starbuck, yes. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour our marinade. But wait a minute, these are Tennessee wind tacos. And, oh, totally forgot one of the best ingredients and most critical for making my Tennessee wind tacos. You got to have, can you zoom in on this, my beautifulness? Got a good view of that. Number 7, Jack Daniels. Personally, I'm a captain, though I was a specialist in the military, U.S. Army, go Army. But I'm a rum drinker. But kind of got to KO that for right now. Doctor's orders, no worries. But when it comes to marinades, liquors can actually be very amazing flavor infusers. And but you're worried about, well, what about the alcohol? Don't worry. The cooking temperatures, when I go to cook it, the alcohol will actually cook out. I won't even actually have to set them on fire or anything. I'll show you all of that. But cannot make Tennessee wind tacos without, and don't make my Tennessee wind tacos. If you don't choose to put the whiskey in, I understand. But my recipe for Tennessee wind tacos will always use Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey number 7. And when the song, we play for that. So this is just a mini bottle. It is probably the equivalent of 1 shot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this into our marinade. There we go. I would probably mix a little bit more, but right now, one shot. And like I said, not, anyways. So what I'm going to, again, do is, going to just stir this up. And I've got, Mr. Jack Daniel's Tennessee, in there. So, amazing smell. And really, the Jack Daniels, I've made these once an attempt before, and the Jack Daniels simply adds just a rich flavor that hands down you are not going to be able to get from anything else. Now I'm going to take the liquid marinade, and I know this is probably a really crappy camera angle, but I'm new at this, but not new at cooking. So what I'm doing is I want to make sure you want to get all of this amazing goodness in there, everybody. And so, anyways, we're going to put that there. So, now, I'm going to show you why I want a Ziploc bag. I'm not going to obviously hold this thing upside down over my head. I'm not that crazy. But you want to pull some of this air out, seal it up. Now, what are you doing? Our daughter, our youngest daughter, we have 3. And so, it's like, in part of the marinating process, this is going to sound corny, but this is why you do it in a Ziploc bag like this and get most of the air out. Because when you get it in there, you're going to want your meat to get a really great coat all over. And what you are going to want to do, and it's kind of fun, you can even, with your kids, you can let them mash the bag, and, you want the meat to get a nice little massage. And I will do this probably at least 2 or 3 times before actually cooking it, Now, what I'm going to do is this is going to go in the fridge, and it's going to soak for at least 12 hours minimum. More likely it's going to be a good 24 hours. And so, what I'm going to do is, plastic actually is kind of a lousy holder of cold. Now, what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. Obviously, this is way too big for this, but I'm going to show you something I found out. And a little bit of science makes this really, really cool. Can't actually marinate everybody in a metal. Take on the properties of the metal. However, what I'm going to do is see this plastic bag is now going to go in here. I'm going to keep this up near the top. What this is going to do, so you can get a good shot of this, might be. I know it's kind of a really crappy shot, everybody, but what this is going to do is it's a bowl. This will let that marinade sit in there. Now the neat thing, everybody, is simple science. Metal gets colder quicker, and this metal will actually hold the cold a lot better than the plastic. And when doing marinades in the refrigerator, you want the meat to be nice and cold because it helps with all the cool chemical stuff, which I'm going to do a lot more research for you because, hey, I never, ever will be Mr. Alton Brown. Never in a million years. However, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I can't properly teach you guys, the fans. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take our Tennessee Wind marinade. We're going to put it in the netting refrigerator here. Obviously, this is our family and friends here. Out of box, 7 counts. Hey, my kitchen, David G. Why not? Obviously, might wonder who these guys are. I have no idea who these guys are. No. Straight Neck Chaser. This is the performance in which I met these guys up at not Atlantic City, Ocean City. Same place, kind of interesting adventure. I'll tell you more about that later. 9 of the greatest a cappella singers in the entire world. They're a great group, professional. Got to check these guys out. I believe in them. So, and then this, well, this is Mr. Mike Lucaville, which incidentally is one of the co-writers of the song Tennessee Wind. So, I'll tell you more about this. The rest of these people, well, that's family. But real proud of these guys. And these are my best friends at our wedding. And this furry guy right here is going to be my master chef in Nettie's Catch. Tell you a little bit more about that. Let's get this in the fridge real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put this down in here. Let that rascal sit at least overnight. So, this is the basically beginning of the explanation for the marinade. I'll bring you more information and I'll see you all soon. Remember, everybody, not live. Yeah, obviously we want you to live. 3 things you got to do each and every day. Love somebody, laugh, and learn something new. Do those 3 things each and every day. Learn something. I just taught you a little bit about marinades. You've learned something. I haven't cracked any bad jokes yet, but I'm hoping I can make you laugh through these somehow or another. If not, watch some Straight No Chaser on YouTube. I guarantee those guys are crazy. You'll get a laugh today. And so, you've learned, you've laughed. When it comes to loving someone, I know you've got someone special. You're going to give some love to. Obviously, I've got my youngest daughter there that needs a little bit of love. Yeah, our Starbuck. Hey, Facebook friends and family, I love you. We'll bring the second part of this video to you tomorrow when we make up the cooking part, and I promise you more information about the song Tennessee Wind and what's inspiring me. Bye, YouTubers, or Facebooker families.